Welcome back, everyone, as we continue our campaign as Germany here on Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's February 1919, and we have a chance to strike a real blow to the U.S. Navy in the Caribbean. We have the Hanover and the Kaiser Friedrich III, two of our bigger battleships. These are 36,000 and 37,500 tons. We've got 14-inch guns on the Hanover, and also, actually, both of these are 14-inch guns. We're going to go up against the Truxton, the South Carolina, the Idaho, and a bunch of other ships. I mean, this is a pretty substantial American fleet that we're going up against. So we've got a chance to really strike a blow to the Americans here and hopefully set ourselves up for some major concessions in any peace deal that might come. Let's see what happens. So here's what we're up against. We have 2 battleships and a light cruiser taking on 3 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 10 light cruisers, 5 destroyers, and 9 torpedo boats. My only concern here is that there are so many smaller ships that are going to be armed with torpedoes that I might not have enough guns to take them all out, just because of the amount of time it'll take to reload my 8-inch and my 14-inch guns, even though I've got a massive amount. I mean, these are just... We've got 12 14-inch barrels on these things. I love these ships. But we're going to have to be really careful about making sure that we're focusing on different targets so we can take out as many of them as possible before they get close. Okay, we've made our first sightings of the enemy fleet, and we're already landing some hits. Right now it's just 2 of his battleships that are up front. The rest of his ships are all behind a smoke screen, so we can't even see them. But we're already, I mean, just in the first salvo here, we're landing some hits that are causing his battleships to rethink what they're doing and coming at me. So I think we'll be able to sink them pretty quickly with all of this 14-inch firepower that we're putting out there. Even though we're only getting, looks like 22% accuracy at the moment. That's more than enough to get this done. Wow, he's actually got some damage already. I don't think we've hit this guy yet. Holy cow! What in the world was he facing in a previous battle? We must have already taken on this American fleet. Good night. Look at that damage. Why in the world are you still at sea? Look at these guns. Oh my gosh. I want to watch this in real time, watch these things fire. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I cannot believe the damage that that thing already has. And now we're going after this guy here. Oh no, we're going after this one up here. Look at that cage mast. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so things are pretty quiet for the time being because we're just taking on the battleships. The rest of his ships are off in the distance. So I expect that this part should be pretty straightforward. I'm not too worried about what he can do. I've got 15-inch armor. Oh, he just nailed the Wile E. Coyote, though. Oh, wow. That was brutal. We're going to have to get them out of here. I think they're done. One salvo was all it took. I don't think Wile E. Coyote is going to survive this, but we're going to try to get him out of here if we can. We sank one of his ships. There's one I can't even see, apparently. Oh, we just never identified it. It's right here. Alright, this actually is going to make things way easier for me if we're just taking on his big ships for the time being. We might not even have to worry about taking on the smaller ones. I'd be perfectly content with the battle ending after we sink all his capital ships, which should be a fairly straightforward deal if he doesn't come in at me at close range. I'm not too worried. Oh, beautiful. He's got such structural damage already. And now he's taking flooding damage. He just came into range of my 8-inch guns. Alright, that one's gone. Let's go after this guy now. Yeah, this is not a winnable battle for him if we're just going to park at 12 kilometers out and fire at each other. That I will take that battle all day long. Why is... I thought I fixed it. I thought I turned that off so that wouldn't happen. The Kaiser Friedrich III took a tiny bit of damage and immediately dropped a second in the line. Alright, we might get Wile E. Coyote out of here alive. Alright, there's one of his destroyers. We've sunk several more ships here. It looks like his destroyer's making a beeline for the Wile E. Coyote, which I really would rather avoid having that happen. Because Wile E. Coyote just can't even move right now. Oh, I didn't... No wonder there's a problem right there. Somehow Wile E. Coyote got added into my battle line. I don't want that. Let's detach them and get them out of here. Hopefully they can get their engines going. I've sank most of the big ships already. There goes another one. The Missoula. Now we're starting to see his secondary fleet. Come on, Wile E. Coyote, get out of here. Get your engines going. What I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to come around and come to their aid a little bit. He did land a 10.7-inch shot from one of his heavy cruisers. Not too worried about that. Come on, Wile E. Coyote, let's get these engines going. He has no 4-inch. I mean, his guns, all of his armor, his ammunition exploded, so he can't even fire back at the enemy right now. There goes the Pittsburgh. Good riddance. I could actually end the battle here if I wanted to, and that might not be the worst thing. Come back later on with a further engagement. Let's go ahead and do that, honestly. We sank all 3 battleships. We sank all 3 heavy cruisers. This allows us to get out of there with a major victory. Looks like we've got a peace deal signed with France. Let's see what we can get out of this. There's just really not much left that we can take from France that is actually available to us for $773 million. Portuguese Guinea, Reunion. I don't even know where that is, but I think we'll take that since that's the most valuable thing that he has to offer us right now. Beyond that, I guess just take the $10 million. Okay, Japan. Right now, our battle with Japan is fairly even, so it'd be good for us to win a nice battle against the Japanese, because the war's been even so far, so this is a chance for us to do some damage to the Japanese fleet. Alright, we've already encountered the enemy, and he's already landed a hit on us, but man, I just landed a... Holy cow! First shot, already got a sinking, but that's not who I sank. Who did I sink? I sank somebody. Wow. Interesting. So I must have somehow landed a shot on someone that I can't even see. But he did land a hit on me as well in his first salvo. This one didn't quite sink. But it'd be nice to take out one of his battleships pretty quickly here if I can. Yeah, he's definitely landing hits. Oh, yeah. So we might want to keep our angle at him the best I can here. To try and keep that to a minimum. Oh, did we change targets already? No. Finish this guy off. He's still shooting at us. Oh, yeah, he's getting some big hits too. I always struggle with the Japanese for some reason. They do a really good job. Man, I'm only at 3.5% accuracy, too. Oh, boy. I don't like how this is shaping up so far. We need to sink this guy right now. Come on, baby. Sink him. There you go. That should do it. That should do it. That should be enough flooding. We got one last shot off, though. Alright, that one's gone. Alright, now we got what looks like a heavy cruiser coming at us here. Our accuracy percentage is pretty poor. Now he's going to come into range of our 8s and our 6s here in a minute, and that's going to help. Alright, come on, let's hit him. There you go. I mean, we're getting some good penetration, even though he's at a tough angle for us. Oh yeah, you're not going anywhere, Yoko. Now where are we shooting at? Oh, we got some ships in front of us here. He's spreading out pretty good here. We got to be careful. So I'm going to go ahead and turn. There, we sank the Yoko. So we're going to start taking on some of these secondaries. But the Japanese just always do such a good job against me for some reason. So I've got to be careful here. Having a heck of a time with accuracy. Alright, Helgoland. There we go. Landed some good hits on this destroyer. Just got to be careful of his torpedoes. It looks like his torpedo range is pretty decent here. No, those are 4-inch shells. Oh, his torpedoes. Oh, yeah. 6.7 kilometers. So the Japanese have the tech that we haven't faced yet, which is the long-range torpedoes. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to start turning here. I'm just going to have to keep turning so that any torpedoes he releases from that distance have very little chance of success. It just means that my already poor accuracy is just going to be that much worse. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just get all my guns fired on these destroyers, even though it's going to be really hard for my 13s to land hits on them. Especially as we try to swing them around. But this also gets me at a good angle going away from his heavy cruisers. So I'm not too worried about the heavy cruisers right now. Man, we're not even close to landing hits. Get 27 torpedoes too. Oh, there's a hit. Nice. What did we hit him with? Oh, that was the 13. Oh, now we just lost sight of him. Darn it. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, they just all fired smoke. Okay. So for now we're focused on the 2 heavy cruisers, although we're heading right toward the destroyers at the moment. Oh, darn it. I had just started to zero in on the heavy cruiser, and then the destroyer showed up again, so now our guns are back to focusing on the destroyer. Which means we have to recalibrate and re-aim and swing our guns around. And it's just the one destroyer we can see at the moment. Ah, these heavy cruisers are landing hits again. Dang, I mean, everything's landing behind this destroyer. He's just too fast. 35 knots, my goodness. It's about, what, 40 miles an hour? Nice! I think we got him. No! We caused flooding, but not enough. But at least he's we slowed him down to almost a stop, so now we should be able to hit him. Oh, we did get him. Yeah, he's done. There's one of the destroyers down. Vetton's taking a lot of damage, though. A lot of flooding. Alright, let's deal with these heavy cruisers once and for all. Get a couple salvos off, and we should be able to get that accuracy up to at least maybe 20%. Alright, we're up. Yep, we're 19, 20. Fire again, we should get that up even further. Let's go ahead and just stay straight for the time being. Maybe we can get up to 40% with the next shot. Ah, it didn't go up at all. Well, that's disappointing. I guess 21, 22 is about where we're going to stay. Helgoland, same. About 23%. Alright, we're landing hits now. Oh, they're not doing much, though, are they? Come on. Yeah, we're not getting penetration. What are we firing at the moment? Armor piercing. Let's go ahead and switch over. Oh, we did sink one of them. I don't know how. But there we go. Azuma's down. We're going to go ahead and switch over to high explosive and see if we can maybe cause some fires, cause some structural damage. Take them out that way. Yeah, because we're just not getting penetration. There we go. Oh, we got some penetration, some flooding. Big time. Yes, and there's a nice explosion. Alright, we'll fire one more round with the HE, and then we'll go back to the armor piercing. Oh, there he goes. Okay, I think we're good. We took out the capital ships. Got the battleship and 4 heavy cruisers. I will take that. We'll let the other guys get away. We sank 1 torpedo boat and 1 destroyer as well. Good victory. So just in looking at the politics screen here, one of the things I noticed that I hadn't really highlighted before is just how much oil we are producing compared to most of these other countries. My oil production per capita is 12.5 million barrels, which is huge and fueling my fleet. Plus, look at all my minor allies that I have, like the Canadians, the Philippines, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, Norway. 12.5 million barrels. The Italians, who have the next biggest navy to my own, have 0 barrels of production capacity. The Americans have 3.5 million. Austria-Hungary only 49,000. 303,000 for the British. 3 million for the Japanese. 500,000 for China. 500,000 for the Soviets. 0 for the French. 71,000 for Spain. So I have more oil production per capita than all of the other navies combined. That is really, really important moving forward. All right, another chance at the Americans here. We're taking in a couple of battleships that I think have already suffered some damage in previous fights. So mainly I want to take out his battleship and his heavy cruiser. If we can get some of those smaller ships too, that'll be a bonus. Yeah, so the Deutschland and the Hanover. We're going to see what we can do here. So here we are once again. We've got the ships that we're after are right out front. His secondaries, which I'm more concerned about really, are back behind and really not in a position to pose too much of a threat to us. Good start on the battleship, which is coming straight at us. Interesting. We are going to have to take these 2 ships back in for repairs, I think, after this fight. Oh yeah, we just lit this guy up. Alright, we're in torpedo range, so let's be careful here. I'm going to start turning. One of the capital ships is out. Now, so that was a heavy cruiser. Let's take out the New Jersey. He's only at 6 kilometers, so this should be a pretty easy target to destroy. Come on, boys. Those 14-inch guns do take a little while to reload. Oh! Piece of cake. Okay, we're turning around, so the guns are going to have to swing around now. The big guns, anyway. But we got to be careful because all of these smaller ships could just throw a bazillion torpedoes at us, and we'll have a real problem if we have to start dealing with swarms of torpedoes coming toward us. This guy's really close here. I don't like that at all. I'm going to slow down because we might have to do some last-minute maneuvering here. The Whipple, he's just flying in there toward us. I guarantee you he just put torpedoes in the water. Yep. Oh my gosh, look at all these torpedoes. No, Hanover, what are you turning that way for? Oh, he just turned right into the path of that torpedo. It was a dud. Oh, those ones might hit me in the rear, though. Oh. And there's more coming. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Don't turn too far now. Stop. Oh, they're out of range. Boy, that one just diverted big time. Look at that. That was kind of crazy. Alright, Deutschland. Let's avoid that one. There we go, we're good. Wow, these things are right here, though. That worries me a lot. Because we're going to have a heck of a time hitting any of them. We have to keep switching targets. Yeah, at this point, we're probably best to just try and get out of here. We took out the capital ships already. Okay, I'm going to start turning heavy to this side. Yeah, we're just going to... It's going to be a nightmare trying to hit anything with these guys. Alright. Let's get out of here. We'll call it a day. Alright, we're going to take this guy out at least. That destroyer's toast. Alright, we made it out of there. 2,200 crew losses for him. 11,000 victory points for me. What I need to do is I need to start getting a little more intentional about pairing my big battleships with some screens. Some light cruisers, some heavy cruisers, some destroyers. So we have a better chance against a lot of these swarms of smaller craft like that instead of having to run and get out of there. So we've got something new in the arsenal. We've got our first battle cruiser is now ready for sailing. 14.7 million a month is the maintenance on the battle cruisers. That's intense. The battleships aren't going to be much better. I mean, once this one's completed, these 64,000 ton battleships, they're going to be just ridiculous. 42 million a month is going to be the maintenance even when it's completed. Or that's just the cost of building it right now. I don't know. But we're going to queue up some more of those when we get a chance because they've got 14-inch guns but also 30 knots of speed and 10 torpedo tubes. So that's going to be a nice addition. We've got one in the fleet. 2 more are 9 months away. So here's a battle with some secondaries. We've got the Gneisenau heavy cruiser and the Wile Coyote light cruiser, which I think should be repaired now. Going up against the U.S. with a heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, 2 torpedo boats, but 11 transports, and I'd very much like to get at those transports. So Wile Coyote is in fact back and repaired. We're going to put these 2 ships together just because there's only 2 and it makes it a little easier for me. So let's try to take out his escorts and then see if we can't get after these transports. Unless the transports are up front, in which case we'll go after them first. Alright, looks like I think maybe we have the transports up front. So we're going to try to get right at them before he even gets into position. Looks like we've already nailed one of them. Didn't do much damage though. I'm going to go ahead and turn this way. We're going to try to get in behind them. Try to keep those transports between me and the enemy for a little bit longer so we can get at those before we have to take on the enemy first. I'm going to go ahead and go full speed too to do it. I'm not too worried about accuracy yet. hopefully we can maybe even throw some torpedoes in at these guys. We've got a bunch of torpedoes on this heavy cruiser, 24 of them. 19-inch torpedoes, too. Alright, let's be aggressive with the torpedoes. There we go. Got a nice spread of 5 or 6 of them going in here. Plus some from the light cruiser from Wile E. Coyote. So with that many ships bunched up together, we're bound to hit something. Or at least I would like to think so. There goes another one. There's a torpedo hit. I'm going to come back around now. And again, we're going to keep the transports between us and the enemy escort ships. So we can just keep going at the torpedoes, or keep going at the transports for a while before we have to worry about them. There's more torpedoes in the water. Another good spread. Beautiful. I love how this is going so far. He's not even really making an effort to come at me. And then what we'll do here is we're going to come back around on the other side of these transports that we already sank. Hopefully these torpedoes can nail somebody. Caldwell's going to get hit by one. Oh, it was a dud! Ah! American torpedoes. Actually, I'm German, but it seems like my torpedoes act like they're American. There goes... Oh, Spence has surrendered due to high casualties. Alright. Probably a good idea. I'm just going to keep going in between over here. Actually, we'll go right up, down this way. I can't believe that his escort ships aren't making an effort to protect these transports. Alright, there goes the Rowan. I am going to go ahead and slow down, just because I'm flying by these guys a little too fast. Getting a lot of hits, but these transports actually are holding up quite well, considering. We are taking some hits now from his heavy cruiser out there. Alright, heavy cruiser, the Norfolk's coming at us now, so let's go ahead and focus on the enemy escort for a minute now. I have 11-inch guns. Now we're switching to armor-piercing rounds. Alright, and again, I'm going to go aggressive on the torpedoes. Oh, we don't have any available at the moment, so that's not really an option. Alright, Gneisenau is taking some damage. Pretty good accuracy, though, if we can land some hits. It's just a bad angle at the moment. Now here come his light cruisers. Alright, Wile E. Coyote, let's get smoke going. Alright, Gneisenau's getting lit up at the moment. Let's go ahead and come around this way. We're going to try to put some torpedoes on this guy as soon as we can. The good news is, about the time that the torpedoes are ready to launch... Actually, let's go aggressive here, because I want Wile E. Coyote to go ahead and put some in the water. Oh boy, here come his torpedoes. Come on, Wile E. Coyote, what are we waiting on the torpedoes, dude? We had a really good opportunity there a minute ago. Oh, get lit up, Norfolk. Oh, there's 2 torpedoes. Just hit the Worcester. There we go. We took out the Norfolk. And 4 torpedoes hit the Norfolk after she was already sinking. Alright, we got to finish off the Worcester. Oh boy. Oh, there's a torpedo boat. I forgot about him. You may go now, Shirikami. Alright. Here comes the Newark. Let's go ahead and swing around this way. Newark's got torpedoes as well, so we've got to be careful here. Let's go down to real time. Come on, hit them. Now's the time, if you got torpedoes, to put them in the water, but it might be tubes that I don't have available to us at the moment. Come on. We missed our window. Just as they're about to reload, we're going to miss our window for firing, I think. Oh, there we go. Got them in the water. Come on, baby. We did get a torpedo hit back there on one of the transports. Alright, 2 torpedoes are going to nail Newark right amidships. 3! Oh, beautiful. That should be enough flooding to cause a sinking there. And we'll go back to normal. We got 2 torpedo boats over here. Still have a light cruiser to worry about. I think the Newark is probably done. Oh, maybe not. Looks like they're getting a little bit of control on their flooding. There's 3 torpedo boats. I don't know why I didn't realize they were there. Alright, let's go ahead and fire on the Newark just because she's sitting right next to that transport. Alright, there's 2 more torpedoes. That ought to finish them off. So we'll go after the Worcester instead. Boom. Beautiful. Unless, I think we hit them in the same spot they were already flooding. It's really kind of just a mop-up operation at this point. Oh, this is bad. Gneisenau, I don't know what in the world happened. It must have been a fire that was already caused, because I've already sank all of his ships that are really firing back at me. I mean, we're taking a little bit of fire from, I think they have some small guns on these transports, but Gneisenau got sunk by something, a fire that spread. No, you know what? It was a transport. 3.4-inch gun from the Osmond Ingram caused 32 damage to the Gneisenau, but it caused a flash flood that sank my heavy cruiser. Sunk by a freaking transport. Alright, so that's just a good reminder that you're not always completely out of danger even after you take out the enemy's actual warships. Alright, Wile E. Coyote's gonna put a couple torpedoes in the water and then get out of here. I think we're gonna nail the Edson with one of them. Yep, there we go. Wow, did not expect that. So unfortunately, because of what happened to Gneisenau there, we lost 900 crew. We lost that one ship, and it ended up making this basically a wash as far as the battle goes, because we sank 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser and most of his transports. But still, you can't consider that a success when you lose the biggest ship that you had in the battle. Alright, it's time for revenge. We're taking on a pretty big American fleet here. This time it's the Friedhof and the Hagen. These are 2 of my newest battleships. They're not the big ones that are 60-some thousand tons that I'm currently building, but they're the newest ones that I have at sea at the moment. We have taken a couple of hits so far, but nothing major. We've got these 14-inch guns. Oh man, we're actually taking a fair bit of damage already. Let's go ahead and slow down. Alright, let's light this guy up. There you go. A couple of hits and he's already down by half on structural damage. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh boy, that was a pretty nice volley on his part though. But our hits are doing way more damage to him. I want to see what kind of armor he's got. So it's 14.9 inch. The quality's plus 78%, so that means it's not the newest technology that I have. But I don't like this heavy cruiser coming at me. Because you can see here, mine's 15 inch, but it's plus 95%. I think the Chicago we could pretty well light up with one volley if we hit him right. At this distance. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, you're toast. Bye-bye. You should not have come in that close to me. Oh, torpedoes in the water. That first one's probably going to hit me, but it'll be head-on right at the end. I'm not too worried about the damage. That was a dud. Ah, American torpedoes. Alright, let's go after the Connecticut now. Oh yeah, she's toast. Flooding all across the middle to front of that ship. Structural damage all throughout. Fires, flooding, death and destruction. I think that's probably about enough. New York. Oh no! Oh no! Flash fire, we lost the two front turrets on the Friedhof. Wow, okay, we're probably a little closer in than we'd like to be here. Alright, let's go ahead and start turning away. Oh, actually, I guess it was just... Oh, these are... We have triples on this one, so it's actually only one turret. No, this is one of the ones with triple, or with doubles, I should say. So three doubles on the front, three doubles on the back. It's this other one, the Hagen, has two triples on front and two in back. Alright, here come the destroyers coming in now to put torpedoes on me. I'm going to go ahead and get my speed back up, I think. Alright, we did sink the battleships. Now we're just dealing with the smaller ones. I want to be careful here. I'm going to go ahead and detach and get the Friedhof out of here. And we'll keep fighting with the Hagen for the time being. Oh boy, bunch of torpedoes coming. In both cases, I'm just going to try to turn away from them. Alright, the Hagen escaped successfully. Friedhof is not turning as fast as I would like them to. But I think we're good. Yep. Woo, that was close. That was real close. Alright, let's light these guys up. I am going to go ahead and start getting out of here, though. Wow. Didn't even come close to hitting anybody there. Alright, there's the final result. We did lose 400 crew, but we took out 3,200 of them. Sank both battleships and the heavy cruisers. Just the smaller ships that we've got to start building our fleets in such a way that allow us to have escorts that can deal with some of those smaller ships, get some more heavy and light cruisers especially in there. But that'll be for the next episode. Our continued push toward world dominance will come in a few days. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below, and we will see you again soon with another episode. I'm just getting through all of this stuff here. All right, we're good. Thanks for watching.